So I was trying to figure out how I'm going to tell the story time without giving too much information. I was told to never ever tell the story, and I'm telling the story, but I'm like not telling the story because I'm not going to give out information where they know who I'm talking about, because that's going to be very weird and awkward. So if this is the first time you guys are hearing, seeing, watching my videos, make sure you guys go like, comment, subscribe. What is good, you guys? Give a little backstory. Me and this person has known each other for a while. I grew up with this person. We're gonna call him Z. Just I don't know why. Just Z. There's been times where me and Z grew up together. Times where we had arguments, fights. It was just cool. Played me and Hunt with tag, Simon Says, lava tag, night tag. Like we played all the tags. It's just how it is. It was nothing crazy. It was nothing out of the blue. Nobody I know personally knows this person besides maybe like 2 people. They were having a sleepover. Their cousins were over. I think there was like 2 cousins that were over, but they were over. Their friends was over, and I was over. It was a normal day. It was nothing crazy. It was the same way as if we had any other regular sleepover. So this particular day, Z ended up going upstairs. I didn't think anything of it because it's his house. I mean, it is what it is. He ended up calling me upstairs, and he goes like, "Oh, look, something's on my phone. Like this popped up on my phone." So he turns the phone, and it's a picture of like a bunch of dicks. Like it was like black dick, white dick, Asian dick, Puerto Rican dick, Brazilian. Like it was a bunch of fucking dicks on the phone. Here's the thing. I wasn't dumb. Let's be real about the situation. I told him, I said, there's no way that popped up on your phone. Like I knew he looked it up on his phone. Like it was obvious. He looked it up on his phone and then called me upstairs so that I could see. That's basically what he did. He's sitting there bragging and basically saying like, oh, they're small. Mind you, I didn't know what was big. I didn't know what the fuck was small because we were kids. So I didn't think anything like, okay. So I ended up telling him like, okay, so you're saying that they're small, which they weren't. It didn't prove you're any bigger because you're talking, but you're not proving nothing. So he basically was like, yeah, he is bigger than them. I was just like, prove it. You're bigger than them. If you're calling me up here to show me whatever, prove it. He was like, okay, cool. His plan was go on one side of the room, I'll go on the other side of the room, and on the count of 3, both turn around and both show each other. Okay, cool. So we go on our separate sides of the room. We turn around on the count of 3, and we will show each other. And when I tell you, Z's dick was so big. Now, mind you, it was just big. I don't know. It was big. It was big for our age. We walked to each other, and Z basically like grabs me. And I just remember I had chill. Excuse me. I remember Z grabbing me, and I ended up having chills through my body. It was a sensation that I never felt before. It was very sensitive. I was very, very, very sensitive. I don't know. I was sensitive. I grabbed his, and it was just heavy. We sat there for almost maybe 2 minutes, literally just like touching each other. After that, nothing much really happened that day. But it became a thing where when we had our sleepovers, we would do that often. And it went from just touching each other to him getting his balls sucked to him just getting his balls sucked. For some reason, he never wanted head. I still to this day, I don't know why, and I'm not going to ask him why. That's kind of weird. But he just never wanted head. I remember when I would try, he would just be like, no. I think he told me because you catch feelings like that. But again, we were young, so I believe that. I was like, oh, I wanted to give him it was so fucking big, girl. It was so fucking big. Like when I say like it was like the size of this microphone, bitch. I'm sorry, this story is probably every fucking word because I wasn't prepared for this story time. I'm going based off the top of my head. After this, probably had like a couple weeks of us doing this or whatever. It was cool. It was our friends with benefits situation. Not that I know, like he never really did anything to me. It was more me doing it to him, which is, it would never happen like that. I stepped over his house and the parents weren't there. I remember we pulled our pants down and he tried putting his dick inside of me. It wasn't going in. It was rubbing against my gooch. It was rubbing against my gooch and it was just going back and forth. And I would ask him, I'm like, are you in? He'd be like, yeah, I'm in. I thought it was in, girl. I did, but it never went in. It was rubbing back and forth. I remember him like, you know, he cummed and it was just everywhere. It was a mess. It was warm, hot. It was a lot going on. It was a lot going on for me at that age when it came to situations like this, because again, I was just going with, or we both was just going, well, apparently it was fast because he knew a lot more than what the fuck I did. I would say that he knew a lot more with messing around at his age than what I've known, or what I know, because, or what I've known at the time, because it was just never a thought that came to mind. We continued to do that for a while. There's been times where his cousin was sleeping in a bed, and we did that when his cousin was sleeping in a bed. He had a big bed. We ended up doing stuff like that inside of the bed also, because there was nowhere else for us to do it. And I mean, it was cool. To this day, like, I wonder some things, but I'm not going to ask him, and I'm not going to, that's weird. But yeah, that was the first time I ever really experimented with a guy. I know the story time was so short, but it was the first time I ever experienced. Can you get down? Sorry, this is the brother now bothering me. He didn't like me at first. We had them when they were kittens. Like, the mother had babies in this house, and he just never liked me. My cats don't scratch, don't do any of that. He was always like separate. Like, he would always sit far away. It was with anybody who would always sit far away. Never came up to me. They're like 8 months now, and he's just all up on me all the time. I still don't know his name. I only know the boy's name. I mean, the girl's name. I think it's like, I don't know his name. Bye. Thank you. Get out. This is what I'm talking about. This is all he does. Like, and that was my first time ever with a guy. Clearly we didn't do much. It didn't enter in me, so it wasn't the first time I bottomed. But that was my first experience of doing anything with a guy. But if you guys do want to see the first time I ever bottomed, then you guys can check the description, and I will put that. If you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, leave down below ideas you guys want to see. Now, short, do them. Follow me on my social medias. My Instagram is Travon.Lopez. That's Travon.Lopez, and that's the only thing you guys have to follow me on. And I will see you guys next time with another video. Oh, I don't know what the fuck that was, but I'll see you guys with another video. Bye.